What's up, COD Mobile gamers? Having an impressive kill-to-death ratio using some tips from the best gamers is never a bad idea. And these tips and tricks are a perfect choice for anyone looking to finally beat their esports gaming friend or rival. So let's get into it.
The first tip that players often overlook is to use their score streaks. These score streaks range from giving players different weapons up to drones to even a ghost helicopter ready to gun down your enemies. An important thing to keep in mind is that any drone or score streak players can spawn, have health, and can be killed. Many of the score streaks, including turrets, drones, or even the stealth choppers, can be taken down by precision shots by skilled players. Another way that these score streaks can be taken down is just by a few shots by either an LMG or through explosive arrows. Players will also need to customize their equipped score streaks that best fit with their playing style. Players looking to use the run and gun tactics will need to equip the counter UAV, UAV, and the shock RC. These score streaks are perfect for players who move around the map non-stop. Players to enjoy staying in a group and moving slowly throughout the map should use the XS-1 Goliath, MQ-27 Dragonfire, and the Cluster Strike score streaks. These score streaks are focused more on either augmenting the player or attacking a large group of enemies, but can leave you vulnerable during the activation. Players can customize what score streaks that they can unlock during a match. The cheapest item that players can unlock is Molotov Cocktail, which needs just 300 points, while the most expensive score streak is either between Vital or Tactical Nuke. You'll need 25 kills to unlock the Tactical Nuke, which completely eliminates the enemy team. Players will need to reach level 20 before they can even equip the score streak. The Tactical Nuke is only available for the multiplayer mode, but it can give your team an incredible advantage. And if you want an even bigger advantage, head over to ProGuides.com where we have tons of courses and classes by pro players themselves. It is officially time to take your gaming up to the next level. Head to ProGuides.com, link is down below. Each game mode offered by COD Mobile utilizes a different customization system. For multiplayer, you can change perks and weaponry, which can drastically alter how much noise your character makes or how fast they reload, etc. A variety of perks available in the multiplayer mode of COD Mobile includes Agile and Dead Silence, two of the most commonly used perks. The Agile perk reduces the ADS time of guns after sprinting by 85%. This reduction in ADS allows for a much quicker draw. The second perk is called Dead Silence, which greatly assists you by removing your footsteps. This stops the enemy from listening for your movement. COD Mobile's Battle Royale mode uses a class system, with some classes being much more commonly used by pros. Some of the most commonly used classes are the Ninja, the Poltergeist, the Trickster, and the Trap Master. Today, we'll be looking at the Ninja class and the Poltergeist class. The Ninja class is perhaps the most iconic class in COD Mobile because of just how long it's been implemented into COD Mobile. The Dead Silence ability of the Ninja class is a perfect addition to the run and gun playstyle. The Dead Silent ability makes your footsteps much quieter, ensuring that enemies will not hear you running through the map. Another class that is commonly used in esports and by professional COD Mobile gamers is the Poltergeist. Do you see dead people? Because these people do. This class allows the player to turn invisible for a short amount of time. This can be perfect for players looking to run in and surprise the enemy or get away from a large group of enemies during a crucial moment. Pros may commonly use the Poltergeist, but this class is still easily one of the most hated classes on COD Mobile due to the annoyance that it can cause. If you use the run and gun tactics, using the Ninja class or the Poltergeist class is a perfect choice, while the Defender class is perfect for players who choose to be the shield for their team and the medic heals. The third tip that players often overlook that most pro players make sure to utilize as often as possible is to be in constant movement. This constant movement stops other players from getting a headshot or hitting any vital points. This movement also needs to be somewhat erratic. Keeping your movement unpredictable ensures that the enemy team cannot corner you or predict where you'll be to ambush you. One crucial movement mechanic that players will need to take advantage of is the slide mechanic. Sliding happens when you're sprinting and press the crouch button. During the slide, your player will move fast and low, perfect for surprising the enemy team. While crouching still allows for players to move at a reasonable speed, laying down significantly reduces the player's ability to evade and move during combat. Esports players evade enemies in a number of ways, but the loss of movement that laying down causes stops the player from being able to evade enemies that are rushing towards them or even standing in the same location and shooting at you. Most esport players use crouching and sliding while very rarely laying down. This is because of that significant loss in movement speed. Esport players optimize the game settings to ensure the fastest possible frame rate. They'll often have the graphics quality setting on medium to high, depending on their specific phone and what it can handle. This is to ensure that they get the highest possible frame rate. Players that have the fastest frame rate possible have a competitive edge, plain and simple. This edge is due to seeing the enemies earlier and being able to react much quicker when compared to other players. Another setting that pro COD Mobile players take advantage of is the ability to connect a Bluetooth game controller. This game controller may only work in matches, but offers a competitive edge compared to players who use the on-screen controls. Esport players always choose the firing modes that work best for them. Most esport players use the simple firing mode if they use the run and gun tactic. If they prefer to be a sniper, then esports players will utilize the advanced firing mode. The main difference between the two is the simple firing mode removes the firing button and instead auto-fires when looking at the enemy, while the advanced firing mode allows players to aim without firing. Snipers highly prefer the advanced mode due to the simple firing mode immediately shooting when your crosshair lands on an enemy, which can lead to misses. The long reload times of a sniper make the simple firing mode a massive liability. The final setting that pro players use to gain a competitive edge is changing the BR mode graphics style. There are 3 different graphic styles, including realistic, dynamic, and standard. Esports players often use realistic or dynamic because they allow the player to see enemies in the dark much easier when compared to the standard BR mode graphic style, due to these 2 graphic styles being significantly brighter. Players looking for a much easier way to get to the final safe zone of the Battle Royale mode may want to look at the sky or at least a helicopter. In the Battle Royale game mode, players need to be the last player left alive while staying inside the safe zone. This safe zone gets progressively smaller, and finding yourself at a significant distance can lead to a player's death. Since staying outside these safe zones can damage the player, most esports players prioritize 2 different aspects: killing other players and staying inside the safe zone. Players should look into using the helicopter to easily get to the next safe zone. Using the helicopter, players can also avoid nearly any confrontation. This ensures that you can't get into a firefight with other teams until you land. Most players wait until after a large firefight where the remaining players are low on ammo, and most preferably low on health. COD Mobile offers a way to revive a downed teammate. This feature is often used by esports players to get more kills. Killing a player will drop dog tags, which can be used to bait the rest of them. They do this so the killed player's teammates will come to collect the dog tags and walk right into them, giving them more kills. This also allows you to potentially wipe out an entire team of players, instead of having to track them down to slowly kill them. Setting up traps for your enemies is used to ensure that you get the most kills while putting yourself in the least amount of danger possible. The main complication of this tactic is teamwork. You'll need your team to either follow your lead or to follow their lead in setting up this trap. This method works great if you use the Poltergeist class, as they can turn invisible for a limited time, allowing you to hide nearby and surprise attack before they can scan the dog tags, which would revive the dead player. This changes the revival mechanic for esports gamers, as they have to gauge if they are being led into a trap or if they are in a safe enough position to revive their teammate. Wait, didn't I just explain that trying to revive your teammate could potentially lead to your own demise? This may sound confusing, but many esports players still attempt to revive dead teammates, even with the risk of being a trap. One common setup that COD Mobile gamers use to mitigate this risk is to have a defender class that can shield the reviving player. This setup is commonly used to ensure that no enemy can attack them while reviving the other player. Yes, anytime you go to try and revive a player, you are potentially open to being attacked. But if you are able to scan the dog tags, your teammate will be able to drop back into the map and can lead to a significant advantage in nearly any firefight. Having a 4 against 1 team almost ensures a victory compared to being alone in a 1v1 fight, which relies on your skills and experience in COD Mobile. One important and often overlooked aspect to the Battle Royale mode is ammo. Players often look for a gun that they know and works with them best. But an incredibly important tactic is to grab a variety of guns that use variety ammo types. Getting a variety of ammo may seem easy, but ensuring that the guns you have work with that ammo you are collecting is very important. Esports players have a variety of guns that they can have on hand. This is to ensure that they are never caught off guard. If an enemy is right next to you, you can take the old shotgun out to blow them away. Esports players should always have a sniper or SMG on hand to shoot at players a fair distance away. Each different type of gun utilizes a different type of ammo. This is often used by esports players to ensure they are never left without a way to defend themselves should one of the collected ammo types run out. Communication is important for pros. Having the skill to clearly and accurately convey crucial information in a timely manner. Players that don't use a microphone often have issues when working in a team, and most commonly end up staying as a solo player. Esports players commonly connect to a Bluetooth headset that allows them to easily hear any enemies around them, ensuring that you can't be caught off guard by a player running around a building or a corner. Players will need to use a Bluetooth headset that has an included microphone to talk with their team and call out various tactics.
After using these tips, players should see an increase in their kill to death ratio and see themselves level up even faster. So get up there and show your teammates, enemies, and maybe even some esports teams your skills. Remember to like and subscribe with the bell turned on for more videos. Thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one.